Wow, wow. The more things change, they stay the same. Oh, man. Thank you, Lakers. Thank you. Thank you for proving me right. It was close for a while. I'm like, man, they kept getting up to 10, getting up to where the sports betting line was. I was like, please don't do me like this. Thank you, Houston, for fighting back, doing what you do, making me very happy. I appreciate that. Now, let's take another look at what's been going on with the Los Angeles Lakers. Again, the Houston Rockets are another team that's very young. They've gotten young, and they've gotten to a point where they don't do things accordingly to how everyone else does. For instance, you're not going to see them do all of these, what you would call antics. Okay? They're not out here trying to grab star players to go vie for an NBA title. You're not going to see that from them. What you're going to see from this team is something entirely different altogether. They're in a rebuild mode. When you're in a rebuild mode, this is how it looks. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Definitely hit the like button. And yes, the super chat works. The scenarios change a lot. There was a lot of problems moving forward. There was a lot of people who didn't seem to understand how real certain things was. Like they thought we're just hating on LeBron because their brains can't focus past hating on LeBron. That's everybody. When they can't explain it or they know that you're right, they have nothing to dispute anything that you're saying. They have no comeback. All they can say is, well, you're a hater, or you just hate LeBron. When the whole major puzzle is, why does the Lakers move in such a way? Why are they so bad? Because they're bad right now. They're really bad. And I'm not saying that. I am not saying that to make someone feel a certain way or change someone's attitude about something. I'm saying it because it's the truth. They're very bad right now. Yeah, well, I've seen those situations to where people don't do some of the stuff that they need to do. The Lakers barely beat Houston, and people keep talking about Minnesota as if this the same Minnesota team you've seen from years prior. The Memphis Grizzlies, Minnesota, Washington, these teams are for real people. They're not jokes. Minnesota is a lot better now than they've ever been in their whole career. I mean, we haven't seen Minnesota be this good since they had Jimmy Butler and they made the playoffs. And this team's probably slightly better than that now. They can play. And now that the cat don't have to do all the work himself, you got Anthony Edwards who done stepped up, and you got other players on that team that done stepped up. What people have forgotten is that you're just so used to seeing Minnesota lose. You're just like, they not all that. It's like the Cavs. The Cavs are actually a lot better than they've been since they had LeBron. This is the best they've looked. Now, their average age is 22 years of age. Now, let's flip that. Look on the other side of the coin. Evan Mobley has proved he is worth every penny that they had. But the Cavs' problem is they're really too small. They got too many little guards that they got to get rid of. They just, because they sucked every year, they was always in the draft, so that's what was there. Now, why did the Lakers suck tonight? Well, they did a back-to-back. They played Houston in Houston. Then they came and played them at home. Well, the Lakers came home. They got real comfortable because they're at home. And they played very lazy and lethargic. Meanwhile, the bench players played hungry. Those guys was pushing it. The Bazemores, those guys were pushing the tempo. They were playing solid defense. Why you see a guy that's out there just struggling along, pushing along. So when you see these things, you're saying to yourself, okay, I see what's going on here with the Lakers. And what I've seen is a lot that has happened and transpired with this team since they've been in existence with LeBron James. It's the same problem every LeBron James team has. And that problem is the fact that LeBron James LeBron James has a problem with defense. And because he doesn't get back on defense, and now you got other guys out there that has to compensate for his loss. And they have to make up for that. So you're seeing a lot of guys shoot a lot of wide open shots because LeBron falls asleep on defensive assignments, and he does this a lot. So when you see a situation such as that, you start saying to yourself, man, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Oh, man, I did pretty good here. I won the Bucs game. Said the Bucs would win over the Pistons. Had to take my heart out of it. I won the Rockets game, the Kings and the Suns. All right, looking good. And I lost it on Luka in the Miami Heat. I took Dallas betting on Luka. Should have known better. Jimmy Butler and them boys ain't finna let that Luka stuff go down. I should have known better. Now, Jalen Green, once again, was showing guys he can do anything he wants to do out there. Kent Bazemore is a defensive liability. So if you got him out there on the post, these young guys will blow by him like a breeze in the wind. Okay? What's up, HD? Yeah, they ain't sending out any of my notifications, really. So I'm glad that a lot of you guys showed up on your own. Now, the Lakers was put with a bunch of mediocre teams early. They had them play 1-2 tough teams in the beginning to get people interest going into it. The NBA doesn't start to really kick into gear to after January. So these months right now don't really mean a damn thing. They're just playing it for those who are watching, like on regular days like these weeks. The weekends are the prime games, but they're going to lose to the NFL. The NFL is going to destroy their ratings. So they already know this. Everybody, the NFL is king. So the NFL comes in and destroys them on Thursday nights, Monday nights, and they're going to lose on Sundays. So all of those games, they got to sneak in. So they try to go in the afternoon, like not at noon actually, but actually on like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock games where they feel like, okay, people have been watching the NFL all day. Let's throw some basketball on. We wouldn't dare play a basketball game at noon. You know, we do that in the playoffs only when there's no football. So the NBA doesn't really pick up until after January. That's right. Don't forget to subscribe to HD as well as this channel here. Well, I'm glad you did, but they definitely sent them out limited. Thanks, Divine Order. Thoughts on the Bulls? F the Bulls until they could beat the Knicks. Until they could beat the Knicks, F the Bulls. We ain't thinking about that. Orlando is too small. They got a bunch of small guys out there. Cole Anthony needs to be the guy, and they need to determine who's the guy they're going to build around. You don't know. Charlotte is a serious team, and no one's taking Charlotte seriously. I think they can be taken seriously. It's just that they're in a situation where it's going to be hard for them. Because guys have got to learn basically just confidence, you know. They have to get that confidence that they can win a game. And when it gets down the stretch, I've seen Charlotte completely black out and don't know who to go to. They haven't figured out their identity of who's the guy and who's second, who's third in these situations, who's 1, 2, and 3. They haven't figured that out at all. They're just playing ball. And if the games get tight, I've seen them kind of implode a little bit. But they've gotten better. Teams have gotten better. It's not about that. You look at people like Boston, the Boston Tragics. That's what they basically need to call themselves. They the Boston Tragics. How the hell do you lose damn near a 30-point lead? They were up like what, 20 points going in the fourth quarter? How the hell you lose that game? Bulls outscored you 39-11 in the fourth quarter, which caused a big locker room fight. Marcus Smart got into it with Tatum and Brown in the locker room. I don't care what games or what, it could be the first game of the season. You don't have no 11-point fourth quarter unless somebody come back and beat you by like 12. It was embarrassing. Beyond belief. Well, he did pull a card, and he says they don't pass. They don't pass the ball. We've talked about this, but you got two guys who don't want to pass the ball. Jalen Green, Jason Tatum. And I saw it even in that game. When Green was hitting all those shots, he wasn't giving the ball to Tatum. Tatum be right there, and the play to make was to make the pass to Tatum. He ended up pulling up and shooting. It just went in, but that's not what you're supposed to do. Jason Tatum come down. He goes one-on-one and shoots an impossible hard shot that goes in. Now, in the fourth quarter, y'all doing the same thing, and shots ain't dropping. You're not moving the ball. You become a stagnated team who depending on long jump shots to win games. You're not going to do that in this league and be successful for 4 quarters. And that's what's wrong with Boston. And this is why they're underachieving. But remember, Kyrie was the problem. Remember? Once Kyrie was saying all of these things 2 years ago and was trying to, hey, let's do this, let's have these talks, he was a problem. Early MVPs of the year, it ain't really, not everybody's played 10 games, but so far, Ja Morant, Luka's been in the conversation. Jimmy Butler definitely should be in the conversation. And man, that's really been the conversation so far. They saying LeBron's playing better than ever offensively he is. Offensively, he's looked pretty good with his shot. Makes me believe they put a magnet in the ball. They did something for him. I don't know what the hell going on with him. But he actually was shooting a shot. It didn't look bad. I said, it don't really look bad. Well, Tyler Hero know he has to play this year because this is where they say it or get off the pot. Because they were thinking about trading him because he was chasing too much tail and it was messing up his game. And last year he thought his it don't stink. Now he's more asserted into the offense of being a guy that they could depend on. He said the Lakers hired a new shooting coach. I wonder who that is. Because they still got Phil Handy. Phil's the best skills guy there is. Westbrook is calmed down. No, y'all still don't realize y'all have a major problem here. You're playing teams that are average. Good teams are going to beat you. See, these young teams can run you up and down the court all day because they can move the ball up and down. Now, is the Chicago Bulls a for real team? Yeah, they are. But the thing is that if you're good defensively, you can get them fits. If you're physical with the Bulls, you can get them fits. Like I told you, the Lakers don't play anybody for a month. November, we're gonna see will the schedule pick up. And what are they now? 5-3 or 6-3? The Lakers are 6-3 now, and everybody's gonna be like, okay, here they come. Well, all I know is what was supposed to happen in these situations. Meaning that the Los Angeles Lakers should have won this game easily, but they cannot stop the ball. The same problem they've had their entire career. They can't stop anyone on the ball. That has always been the Lakers' problem. They have slow old guards, and they can't stop these young boys. Jalen Green, as soon as he got the ball, blew by Bazemore every single time. They got some favorable calls from the refs because they're the Lakers, but other than that, they get into the rim with no problem. These guys are young and athletic. They can shoot threes. They're bouncing around with no problems. No one's really stopping them from getting to the second level, which means the whole team got to rotate to help out on defense. So that's going to leave open shooters if guys can play with movement. Teams like Golden State, luckily for them, Golden State is a slower team. They're not fast like they used to be. They don't zip up and down the court with 2-3 passes like they used to do. They still could push the ball, though, and they could have some success against the Lakers. But the problem is it's going to take more of the other players to step up more than just Steph. They're going to focus on we got to watch Steph, shut Steph down, and guys like Poole and Lee has to step up and do what it is that they do. Now, after playing 2 Houstons, they go back to OKC on Thursday. So while they're building the Lakers to have this false lead, and what they want the Lakers to do, as we started early this year when we was telling you about their cupcake schedule, is they want the Lakers to get in a groove without having to go against any of the tough teams early. While they're trying to get them old legs back twerking and getting all this stuff, they're letting them go through transition where everybody else is going through a baptism of fire. You know, Brooklyn, and why is Brooklyn struggling? Brooklyn is struggling because they're playing tough teams. They're playing what's on their schedule. Plus, they got one hand cuffed behind their back. You made new rules to target their players specifically. You won't let another one play. So in Brooklyn, they know what you've done. They have been convicted before they have even committed a crime. So,
what's up,
what's good, HD?
Chilling, man. Grinding. You know how it be, bro. Just trying to drop
Yeah,
these videos. Trying to drop these videos every day as much as I can, man.
I see, man. I'm like, man, you had 2 back to back.
Oh
It was like
yeah.
you drove one place, then when you was on the way back, you had another one
Yeah.
going. I'm like, look at HD going.
I said, hold up. I said, hold on, I gotta get my Cino on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Had to drop some real quick, man. You know how
Yeah.
it be.
I'm like, look, my man went somewhere, dropped it off, then he came right back.
Right back.
Ooh, I'm like, oh, he hit him back to back.
Yep. Flew to another place, flew back, got it all up. You know how I gotta get down, bro. That's how
Yeah.
Florida boys do, man.
Yep.
But yeah, man. But yeah, I've been watching some of them, man. But the John Morant, man. John Morant been killing, man. John Morant came with a whole new mindset this year.
Yeah, he went into strength training camp this year. He
Yeah.
wanted to get stronger, so because he felt guys was muscling him, and down the stretch in the fourth quarters he was tiring out, and he didn't want to do all that, so he wanted to get physical, so guys couldn't push him around too much.
What up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, Jose?
I said just 23.
Yeah.
What's up, HD? What's up, Cena?
What's up, big dog?
Hey,
Zeno.
Jamaica good. Jamaica good.
that little.
That's my God, Jamaica.
Hey, Zeno, what do you think about that Atlanta Braves?
Hey, man, guess what? ATL.
They beat the cheating ass Houston Astros.
Hey, stop.
Well, I'm glad that they won. Anybody who won, I'm cool with, as long as it wasn't the Dodgers or the Yankees. I'm cool.
Hey, stop.
Hey, but
I'm cool. But that's what
listen. But see,
hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up though, they cheated the hell out of Houston. But
right.
They cheated the hell out of Houston.
But
they wanted them to get there because they the villains. But nobody want to see Houston win.
The Braves were my very first baseball team.
Mine too.
My dad liked it. My dad first his guys was Joe Carter
My
and
godmother.
And then it was Hank Aaron back in the day.
My godmother loved
so I was an Atlanta guy because I was born in Atlanta. So I was raised in Florida, but Atlanta was my team, and then that's when we got the Tampa Rays. That's when I went with the Rays. But Atlanta was my first team. My boys was Glavin, Maddox, Prime Dog,
Maddox,
David,
Andrew Jones.
Those was my guys, man.
Andrew Jones.
Chipper Jones.
Yeah, Chipper Jones, you're right.
Brian
But
Jordan.
I go back further than that. I go back to Dale Murphy. And that's but when I came up watching them, and the thing is, that was the first team, and I lived across the street from the White Sox Park. But as a little kid, we lived right across the street from White Sox Park.
Nobody liked the White Sox. Everybody always hated.
And they wasn't my team.
I
never. My family would go to the games and stuff, but I never liked that team.
Yeah, I
ended up liking the Cubs when we went. But the thing is when we go down south.
That sounds like me and the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers.
Yep. Me too. I hate the Dodgers too. But it was like the thing is, I went down south, and it's down south. That's all it's about is like baseball and football rules down south. So my cousin played baseball.
We don't mess with that. We just got into basketball. But growing up, dog, you either was a baseball player or you put that helmet on and that chin.
That's because it's hot year round down south.
Yeah, it is.
Down south is hot year round.
Humidity.
So they back then it wasn't no real Christmas. They was out there, especially in Alabama. That's all they did. So they played baseball every day. So that was their thing. So we used to go to the Columbus Mudcats. That was the name of the team. It was like they in Columbus, Georgia. And you go over the tracks over there from the town. The closest one was Columbus, Georgia. And then they had their stadium and they had their team, the Columbus Mudcats. And the Braves, they was like the little sub team to the Braves. So then we ended up watching the Braves game. They come on all the time. So that's how I ended up watching the Braves first. And we was rooting for the Braves and we was down there. So that was the first team I ever rooted for was the Braves. And then the Cubs come on because WGN is statewide.
Yeah.
WGN go everywhere.
Countrywide.
They go right. They go have the Cubs game.
The Bulls used to play all the time. I used to hate that crap. I'd be like, damn, turn them off.
That's why I like Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, Sosa. Sammy was my guy.
And that's why there's so many Cubs fans everywhere, because WGN was everywhere, and they could show you the game everywhere. So a lot of people were Cubs fans, even in Japan. They was the Cubs.
No, you're right. Because that's all I used to see was them come on a lot. Because I used to root for them. Like, man, I wanted them to win. They weren't my favorite team. It was the Braves. But I would root for them because, you would see them all the time. I just didn't like them damn Bulls. Like, they always would play them all the time. I hated that red and black.
Yeah, the red and black didn't bother me. It was who was in it.
Right. Scottie Pippen. I didn't like him at all. Nose dude. He was so soft. I couldn't stand him.
I plead the fifth.
He said, "I plead the fifth."
Sammy bleached Sosa. That's before he lost his mind. But see, the thing is that the press did that to Sammy. The media did that to Sammy. Sammy was never named on that list, but because Mark McGwire was on the list, they went after Sam. Sam did not take the stand and say any of these things. They never busted Sam. He never tested positive. Sam has never did any of that stuff that they were doing. And they couldn't, they was like, we know you guilty because look at McGwire. I'm like, McGwire did an interview with the doggone steroids behind him. It's my Andrew.
Sammy whole career dwarfs McGwire. He was way better than McGwire. It's not even close. This what pissed me off is they always do it to us. They want to make us look bad because we out playing their favorite white boy. It's like, it's stupid to me. He trash. Sammy used to kill him and Canseco. Sammy always was wrong. I remember Sammy when he first
was
came
done
in.
after 95.
I do too, because he was a White Sox player and they traded him for George Bell. And George Bell was a Cub, and he ended up playing for the White Sox, and everybody thought we got the better deal out of it.
And then he played for the Astros.
Yeah, and George Bell ended up owning a gas station. He would have bought a gas station and retired from baseball. Like, I'm just gonna run my gas station.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So he just left. He got him a gas station and got out of baseball. Sammy Sosa was in the 30-30 club. 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs. Nobody was doing that. It was like very little guys that could do that. McGwire ain't stealing no damn bases.
McGwire, I never liked the McGwire, man.
He was a hairy chest slugger. That's what they call him, the hairy chest slugger. All you could do is get him up there, and he just cracked the ball. But he was always batting like 230, 240, 250. That was his average.
Y'all beat that.
Sammy was 270, 280 before any of that. He was a high average batter. He could get you doubles, right. So when Sam started knocking the skin off the ball, he was getting you 30 and stealing 30 bases. So when he bulked up and started knocking the skin off the ball, Sammy was more athletic. He was moving around. Plus, he was an ambassador to the sport. Everybody loved Sammy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Sammy.
Yeah, everybody loves Sammy. Gary Sheffield, rock star. Yeah, Gary Sheffield daughter went to our school in St. Pete. Man, Gary Sheffield, that guy. We love Gary Sheffield and Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, Sheffield was the guy.
Yeah, Sheffield was that guy, bro. We used to watch him.
he had one cork bat, and those were for exhibition games.
Right.
What people don't know, that's what's called an exhibition bat.
They
What up,
You
dog?
have
What up,
those
dog?
for like,
man.
they would let them use those for like home run derbies and stuff. And they handed Sam the bat. He didn't even know what it was because the bat broke. Like he said, when if he was guilty when the bat broke, he would have reacted different.
Man, they
He didn't know
overblew.
Right. He didn't know they gave him the thing because the bad boy gave him the bat. He just brought out all the bats. He just brought them out.
Right.
And he
They
just grabbed
overblew
his
that.
exhibition bat. But because that court bat thing happened, Sam was guilty.
They overblew
Yeah.
that. They overblew that, man. For no.
Yeah, because the steroid thing was coming out. Bud Selig was a punk. And I can't stand Bud Selig. He's stupid. Anybody who cancels a damn World Series,
Bud Selig,
you tainted baseball with that.
Yeah. Bud Selig, none but a little do boy. Everybody hated Bud Selig. Worst commissioner ever, man.
The absolute worst.
The worst commissioner. He was terrible.
Yeah, man. We're standing on this. This is what we feel like. Doing all of the old boy way. And he was the times was changing. And I'm like, y'all got to get rid of Bud Selig. Because Bud is
not worse than Adam Silver.
Yeah.
No,
he worse than Adam Silver. Jose.
I think he's more damaging. Adam Silver can put a band-aid on it. Silver's a businessman.
Right.
See, that's the thing about him. That's the difference. He's not a basketball guy. He's a business guy.
No,
so he's going to do the right business. You think Adam Silver, you look what he did with the pandemic. You think he was finna let that close down? He brought everybody back 4 months later.
Right. No, Selig is terrible, dog. He was horrible. They would run a segment on ESPN every day on how bad he was. That's how bad it was for Selig.
Of course, Bonds is being robbed. Barry Bonds was player of the decade before the home run thing even happened.
Right.
He was already a 3-time MVP before that even happened. Anything with the home runs and all that stuff.
That's why I stopped watching baseball, because of what they did to Barry Bonds. That's why I stopped watching it. They did him so dirty, man. Bonds was the best baseball player we've seen in a long time.
Yep.
And they just hated
him. Ever. I've never seen nobody do what Barry did.
Ever. Yeah, I agree. He was.
And I'm like, how many of those guys is taking steroids? They like, oh, he took roids, so that's why. I'm like, do you think just because you take roids, you can go out there and do that?
Right.
I'm like, you know what he was doing? I'm like, he was the most walked individual in
Griffith.
And he broke the home run record. So that means he would hit a home run at 3 bats.
Yeah. Every
3 appearances at the plate, he was going to hit a home run. That's never been seen in the history of the game. If he touched the ball, it was gone. Boy,
I give Skip this credit, man. Skip, he was the only one to defend Barry Bonds over that Jeff Kent BS. He kept telling everybody Barry Bonds is a great locker room guy. Jeff Kent is the one nobody likes. And everybody would be trying to ride with Kent. And Skip would be telling them, listen, I was there before. Like, nobody likes Jeff Kent. Like, they hate that guy. They do not like him. And that's when I said, you know what? I give Skip his little bell on this one. Because everybody tell me, like, who's a San Fran fan, they used to say, man, Barry it's that dude, Jeff Kent. He's an a-hole.
Yep. He always has been. He was jealous of Barry. He was jealous of everything. He thought he was a great player. Like, he should have gotten more attention and all that. I'm like, dog. Jeff Kent, you are Jeff Kent. This is Barry Bonds.
Right. Jeff Kent.
There's no comparison.
You got 2 first names, Nooka. Sit down. Sit over here. Jeff Kent. We don't rock with you. No, nobody like you.
Exactly. You are not that guy.
Right, man.
I was sitting there watching okay. Let me see. He had the over in the Dallas game. That might have paid. He needed the Suns to win. Big. He just needed the Suns to win and the Lakers to win. Okay.
The Lakers are
I think you
I
gonna
think he lost that one because I think the last time I saw that game, the Suns was down bad.
They won.
Okay.
No, they won. They came
Yeah,
back
the
and
Suns
won.
won, so he won. He won
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah, they won that one.
Yeah.
Did he cash out or did he stick around? Oh, he got it. Oh, that was T. Way to go, T. Way to stick it out.
Okay. That's what's up.
1,000. That's what I'm talking about.
T.
Oh, that's your homeboy T?
Yeah, he stuck it out.
The
Oh,
Dallas
that's
Cowboy,
cool.
the Dallas Cowboy guy. I know he going crazy right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they won with a bum as a quarterback, but I'm more disappointed in Minnesota. They played a very stupid game.
Man, listen,
Yeah.
Minnesota is the Buffalo Bills before the Buffalo Bills. You cannot trust the Minnesota Vikings.
No.
I just knew it. I said, watch they lose this game. They were losing on some. They let Cooper Rush just outgun them. That just shows you Kirk Cousins just need to retire. He need to
All
retire right now.
Cooper Rush's problem during the game was he couldn't finish the drives. I said if he finished the drives, they can score because this team is only kicking field goals.
Dog,
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, listen, Kirk Cousins and finish don't go in the same sentence.
No, I'm talking about Cooper Rush.
Oh, Cooper
I'm talking
Rush.
about Cooper Rush.
Man, Rush a bum, man. The Dallas won because they had some CD Lamb in them. They
Because,
did
like I said,
the defense was putting pressure on Kirk Cousins. They did the right thing. Micah Parsons and Cox. Randy Gregory is what the X factor is. He's off the drove and he's actually out there playing. And he was like this at Nebraska. He's
That
a
was a
beast
great
off
game.
that edge. He's a monster. The only problem with him was he was a weed head. That's the only thing that messed him up.
Yeah.
Now that he's off the weed, you got him and Parsons coming off the edge, and then you have Parsons. Parsons was a big draft pick that was smart to grab because he solidifies your front seven. Now you got mediocre corners who can actually guard somebody because you got guys who can pressure.
Yeah.
But Dallas' problem gonna be like it always is when they play real good teams. We're going to see what they do. When they get punched in the mouth, how are they going to handle it? We've seen this before in Dallas where they beat a lot of mediocre teams, but then when they play against the big dogs, they get shut down. So I'm just saying.
Well, I can pretty much tell y'all it's over. Rams going to the Super Bowl.
You think so?
It's over.
You think the Rams? They are trying to make the Rams go to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, when they's like Von Miller is going to the Rams, I'm like,
okay.
I'm like Von Miller, but it's one problem I see: Matthew
Stafford. Yep.
And when you got, I'm like, he's my fantasy quarterback, but I already know when them playoffs hit, them lights gonna get too bright, and they've been winning in spite of him.
But see though, this ain't Detroit.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
This is a problem. If you watch the game Sunday, even though they blew the Texans out, Matthew Stafford, when they put pressure on him and was hitting him, he was overthrowing guys. The simple catches, the simple throws, he was missing.
He did that when they played
left, wide up, wide right, dog. If you get him off of his footing, he's done, dog. I do not trust Matt Stafford, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't either. I trust him in my regular season.
Right, regular season.
That's why I'm winning right now in fantasy football. You right behind me,
because you beat me. You beat me. That's why you winning right now in the division because we tied. Because I shut Marcus' ass down the other week. Because he came in my live chat like, HD, what to do? Oh, yeah, we going against each other. I said, I'm going to let you talk.
I'm supposed to have only one loss, and that was the fluke play, and Christian ended up winning. Fluke play, overtime on Monday Night Football, and he been going crazy. I won. I'm like, dude, you think you won a championship? You ain't gonna be in the playoffs.
You need to do a video on the Yahoo Fantasy Sports Gate every time I'm in the division with you, we got the toughest division in the whole league, dog.
I don't know who keep putting that division together, but they keep
No,
putting us together.
we got killers in our division. Everybody got a killer on the team.
Yeah, we got 20 teams. Next year, we got 2 guys automatically out. Gavin will be out next year, and Norman Knight's team is out.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right. All right. So Jose gonna take one of those spots.
And speaking of football, did y'all hear what happened to Ruggs?
Yeah, we heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah. Later on, yeah.
Hey, I'm a Raider too. That's terrible. I was rooting on Ruggs too.
And when I heard what actually happened, and they was like, "Oh, he crashed. He hit the car. A car was in front of him, or whatever. He hit him from behind, and the car exploded."
Wait, what?
But I looked at the front end of the car. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all mean to tell me he made it out of that?
No.
Like, they were like, yep, he made it up out of there. He didn't get no serious injuries, but he facing some felonies behind that.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is what's making it worse for him is that another guy, I think from the Ravens, I think he played wide receiver from the Browns or the Ravens. Can't remember.
We know he a bum.
Oh, Dante Stallworth.
Yep, Dante Stallworth.
Stallworth, yep.
Dante Stallworth did it, and he ended up getting off and then serving on jail.
Patriots.
Yeah,
he was on the Patriots.
And his career was never the same though. And this time, Ruggs just starting his career coming from Bama. This is why these young guys got to know, dude, don't drive. If you drinking, don't drive. Get up. You got Uber. You got all these cars that'll take you everywhere. Dog. Get your Uber on. Get your everything on. Dog.
In the mind of a drunk person, when they drinking, they think, as long as I get home, I'm good.
Okay, but you got money now, man. It's like, look, I can't feel sorry for you, bro. There's normal people I've been around, and they done call people, man, to come pick them up. I didn't have my boy call me and pick him up when he was drunk. Like, no, Ruggs.
And the crazy thing about him getting in this situation, I think they was like moments before that even happened. He was with his family at a golf course playing miniature golf.
What's up, Jose?
New Chris said that the NFL has a partnership with Uber. All the players have a special number to get free Uber.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Oh, Jose said that's what I was gonna say.
That's what I was trying to say for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all christening the Rams too fast, dog.
I am not. They
don't have no linebackers. Their front
now, I will say this. I will say they middle linebackers is kind of suspect.
No, they are suspect.
Just like their
quarterback. I don't know who that is. And that dude that we traded to the Rams,
their quarterback is
Kenny Young or whatever. Yeah, they traded him up out of there to get Von Miller.
Man, look, the Rams. Listen, when we get all our people back healthy,
a second and third round pick.
We just don't got all our people healthy.
Second and third round picks.
So once we get our people healthy, we straight.
A second and third round picks, you know.
Oh, okay. Second and third round. Yeah, they just wanted to get rid of Von. That was just it. Von is getting too much.
They knew Von was basically Von is like, bruh, I'm not what I used to be.
Nope, he's not, and that's messing with all the women, doing all the drinking, the partying, dyeing your hair all different colors. When you got that money, Von changed.
Von
didn't work his hard.
Right.
Well, what happens to every player once they get the big money?
He has a YouTube channel.
Well, that's not all players, but some of them, when they do get the big money, they don't do as much. But
that's how I feel about Derek Carr.
Man, Derek Carr ain't been the same since that knee injury, dog. When he
Yeah.
got
Too, but
sprayed by the Titans, he ain't been the same. After they sprayed his ass, he ain't been right. He been done ever
Right.
since then. he lost something. He lost all that heart. He got to
yeah,
go holler at Don
I,
Wizard.
he got all the weapons he needs too.
Yeah, he got a team like the Raiders got a squad. It's just it's
Even
like
with no
they're
Richard
Dr.
Shout
J
out
and
to
Mr. Hyde.
Tampa.
1 week they play like they're supposed to, and then the next week when they play against competition, they
Yeah,
look trash. I mean,
yeah,
that's how they always look. The Raiders, that's their only problem. And then not only that, you don't have a running back that's healthy. Derek Carr is a quarterback who you need a running game behind.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah,
Dallas did with Dak. Dallas was
yeah.
like, you know what? Dak is undefeated when we run the ball. That's what I've been yelling for 5 years. Dak's not a bad quarterback. Just run the ball and let him go into the running game, then let him throw. Now he's good and comfortable because you're
Yeah.
making your yards from
Right.
1st and 10 to 2nd and 3. You got a lot of 2nd and 3s, 3rd and 1s. That makes your job easy. But if you got him in a 3rd and 15 or 2nd and 15 and that, he's gonna be exposed. He's not that quarterback. He's not a quarterback. If Dak throws over 30 to 40 times a game, he is trash. He's terrible. His winning percentage is horrible. But when he throws 20 to 25 times a game and the running game is eating, Dak is undefeated. He has a great winning percentage.
Same thing with Carr. I think the problem
Right.
was John Gruden.
Right.
Really, his
Well,
system
John
was
Gruden ain't
boastful.
John Gruden problem ain't that. John Gruden problem is he only is good with veteran quarterbacks. He
Yeah.
can't coach
don't
young
like
guys.
young guys.
He messed Sean King up in Tampa. Sean King from where I'm from, he from Southside St. Pete. He
Yeah,
messed Sean King up. Sean King was straight. He
That's
came
why
in
he
and
wanted
messed
to
Sean
select
King up,
him.
brought in that bum Brad Johnson,
Brad,
and he won. The only reason he won is because Dungy already set our team up to win. Dungy was going to win next year regardless. Our
yeah.
team was ready. Our
they
defense
got cheated out of the Rams when the Rams went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They got cheated. There was no. He caught the ball. There was no
Yes.
instant replay.
Yep.
For some reason, they said it was incomplete. It was like he clearly caught
He
the
caught
damn
it.
ball.
Yep.
Why is
And
everybody saying
then
the
the
game?
next year, that's why I called the catch rule the Bert Emanuel rule, because the next year they came out and said, okay, if the ball bounces off the ground, it's
Yep.
not a catch.
Yep. Exactly. That's what
Yep.
they did, and they cheated us. We should have went to the Super Bowl that year because we was
And
bamming
played
the
the
Rams
Titans,
the
but they
whole
were in
game.
love. They were
Man,
in love with the Rams, the greatest
Yep.
show on turf. They was and they came in there and got punched in the mouth. Isaac Bruce, all of them, Marshall Falk, they
Man,
was all getting
Rondé
And
Barber
my thing,
put Torrey Holt on his back. Damn near
Yeah.
and my
every
thing
play.
was they could have overcame all that, but one problem: somebody didn't forgot that Ricky Pro could actually catch the ball,
Yep.
and he
Man,
saw the ball all
that
season.
was a lucky throw in the
Yeah,
catch.
Ricky
That was
Pro,
lucky.
man.
No, we were
Full
straight.
washed up Pro, man.
The problem was they played too conservative. They weren't letting Sean King could throw. Sean King played at Gibbs High School. Sean could let the ball fly. He could let it fly. They wouldn't let him let it fly. They're like,
No, that's not what they wanted to do. They wanted the game.
Right. They
Yeah.
wanted him to manage the
But
game. And if they would have let him throw a couple plays, we would have been fine. They were too conservative on offense, bro, because our defense, we was ready. We got Simeon Rice that year. So when we got Simeon Rice, I knew nobody was going to mess with us because we had him on the outside. We had Warren Sapp. Then we had that beast in the middle, Sheldon Quarles. So
How you
everybody
doing, Nick?
Brooks all the credit. Sheldon Quarles was the one that was blowing everything up. He was blowing the fullback up, bouncing it to Brooks. Brooks was getting all his tackles. So I'm telling you, we were straight. If Sean King, they would have let him throw it a couple times down the middle, at least in the seams, we would have beat the Rams because the Rams defense is overrated, dog. Their defense was trash, dog. They weren't that good. We just played too conservative.
and then I think in like 2002, I think who did they trade? They decided to let Warren Dunn walk, and they got Michael Pittman to take his spot.
Oh
Yep.
God.
Pittman was
But why did
trash
they
the
do?
whole year.
Yeah.
Pittman
Why
didn't
did they
ball
do
out
that?
till the playoffs. When he got to the playoffs, that's when he balled. But whole year, Pittman was trash. They wanted
And then he
fans
sucked
was
after the
blasting them for
season.
letting Dunn go because Dunn was
Hey,
beasting.
Cino.
Just that Dunn got hurt
This
too much.
off subject, but I just had to get it out before y'all continue. That LL Cool J Kobe Bryant story had me dying, bro. I was on the floor.
Speaking of LL Cool J, man. Oh yeah, go ahead. My fault. I ain't cut y'all.
Yeah.
How you said Kobe was crushed? How you said Kobe was crushed when he played the album for him? Man, I
Yeah.
lost it.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I remember that. They was filming the episode, and it was crazy because Kobe was everywhere, dog. When that happened, Kobe they were taking him. He was on kids shows. He was on everything. So
Was
they
that
was
the time LL Cool J was on In the House?
yeah, and they was on in the house, him and D Fish, and he played the album for LL, his rap album.
Oh
And
God.
man, he was like,
Don't do it, please.
you
Don't
talking
do
about?
it.
Like, dog, Kobe got a song where he talking about, yo, I've got gaps, they doing this and what that. Let me go. He was talking like he was from Philly. And LL was listening to this like, dog,
No.
this ain't you,
No.
man. Yeah,
Right.
like what you doing?
Right.
But the NBA shut it down anyway because they shut down Allen Iverson album. So
Yeah.
you can't come out with a
Right.
Kobe album
Man,
after that.
Iverson album was finna be fire. I was
Hey,
like,
that was
fuck
raw.
that
Hey,
shit.
Allen Iverson album was raw.
Iverson
Yeah,
dropped
that's
that 40
cool.
bars. He dropped that 40 bars. I was like, oh, this AI? Oh no.
Yeah.
AI killed it. I said AI going in and stirred
So
the
I had about
But-
7-8 songs of Jules because Allen just let him go for free. He just basically so everybody had him on bootleg.
Mhm.
So I was like, man, I had the whole Allen Iverson in the album.
AI was crossing people and murdering them on the mic at the same time.
Hey,
Yeah,
AI
man.
was a trendsetter, bro.
Hey, man,
AI was
Yeah,
Hey.
and I think what he have Tyra Banks on the song. It was Kobe and Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
On that damn song, the NBA was promoting that, man. They had to shut that down. And so they told Allen he couldn't put out his album.
Speaking of LL Cool J, he just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna make a video on that because I was upset.
Why?
Why?
took too long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not just that, you get inducted by Dr. Dre
Dr.
and
Dre.
Eminem.
But
Eminem.
That
Eminem.
pissed me off.
Right.
What's
Where's
up with you and Eminem? Cino?
Where's
What
Rick
deal?
Rubin?
Exactly.
Russell and Rick Rubin need to be the ones to induct LL Cool J, not no
Right.
Dr. Dre and
Agreed.
no damn
Agreed. I
Eminem.
agree.
What
I
is
agree.
Eminem doing on stage with him? This is
What
my
I'm saying.
childhood dream. I don't
But
give a
you
damn
want to
about
rock
your
the bells with
childhood dream.
Now
LL
hold up, nigga.
Oh, my God.
Eminem got a brand new song out damn near a week ago.
I don't give a damn.
Last Man Standing.
He should
Do
have never
not,
inducted
do
no
not.
LL.
And if this Carsino saying it, I'm gonna chill out because I don't want to get blocked.
Oh,
But leave
Nigga,
him
I'm saying
alone,
it.
nigga.
I'm
Leave that
I'm
nigga
saying it
alone.
too.
He
I'm
don't.
saying it
You
too.
don't.
Like it,
and
like
Leave
it.
that nigga
what
alone.
clap is
Leave
Eminem
him
I
have?
alone.
don't
Nigga,
Eminem don't
Look,
run the
look,
hold
Who the
what
hell
I
is
like this personally,
Eminem?
Allen.
Eminem.
Nigga, hold up.
look.
Hold the fuck up. You
Eminem
hold
has
the fuck up.
nothing to do
Hey.
with LL
Hold
Cool
up.
J.
Right.
Is that Carsino
Nothing to
talking?
do.
That's
Hold on, who's
Yeah.
talking?
Carsino.
Who's talking right now? Who talking?
That was Carsino.
Carsino and
All right then. All right.
Eminem has
Hey,
nothing to do with LL Cool J.
Right.
They don't
hey,
have a
Cino,
song together.
hey,
They don't have
Cino.
nothing together. What is he doing on
I'm gonna
stage?
chill
singing
out.
with
I'm
LL?
gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill out. But what I'm saying is, nigga, we all need to take a trip to Mom's Spaghetti, nigga.
No,
All
I'm not.
us.
I don't want
Look.
to take a trip
Fuck
there.
out of here.
Look,
You
look.
better
All right,
stop.
come
Hey,
on.
Carsino,
Look.
you
All
better
right.
cut that shit
Are you
out.
gonna make a point
Right, make a point, dog. You
Make
just
Yeah,
a
talking
dog.
point.
shit.
Come
Hold
on,
on. Make a
man. Come
make
on,
nigga,
Cisco,
nigga,
Come on,
man.
bro.
nigga, I
God.
am the point.
Cisco,
Fuck you
man. Come
mean?
on,
Make a
dog.
Oh,
All
this
right, chill
Cisco
out for a
man.
minute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goddamn
Man,
Cisco
no,
man.
don't bring him. No,
You can
no,
make a
no.
point.
It's too late. It's too late for this. Come on.
Just
Making
chill
them
in the
damn
back room
points.
It's
for a
2 in the
minute.
morning. So, it's 2 in the morning.
Eminem, what does Eminem have to do with LL or Def
Cena.
Jam?
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's
Cena.
not
Nothing.
signed to Def Jam. Dr. Dre did like 2 songs with LL Cool J, and he
Cena.
inducted LL Cool J into the hall. I'm like, God damn, Puffy could have did that, then. What the hell?
Right. Right.
I like Evan.
Hey, Dr. Dre getting all the licks right now.
I like Evan,
Go ahead, Jose.
but he got no business inducting LL Cool J.
Right.
Yeah, and plus they got a
That's the
performer
GOAT.
rock the bells with LL Cool J. I'm like,
Right.
oh, stop,
Right,
please.
Nick.
Stop.
That's the GOAT, dog.
Come on.
Eminem ain't on no GOAT level. He
Not
ain't
at
even
all.
close
He's
to that
not
level.
even he's not in my top 5, top 10,
Right.
15,
Like,
20, 25, 30. No, bro.
yeah, you
30.
tripping, dog. That's
30
blasphemous right there. You gonna
Maybe.
30
induct LL Cool
Maybe.
J? Who is you?
He's a fan of LL Cool J.
You could be a
Right.
fan of LL Cool J.
And I'm like, because he a fan, he gets to go on stage? Because I'm
No.
like, well, damn, I should have been up there.
Right. Hey, I would
If
have
that's
had
the
you
case, we just
Cino.
letting fans go on stage.
Yeah.
Because
I
what
would
the
have had
hell
Cino on
does
there
Eminem
before
need to
him.
do right there?
Oh Lord.
Damn, not again.
I would have had Cino up there before him.
Hey,
Eminem.
Carsino, I'm not gonna get out of pocket, and I'm gonna be
Too
real
late.
careful with my words. But what I want y'all niggas to know, hey, question, Carsino, and I know you know, when Afeni Shakur picked a motherfucker to make all the Tupac music for 10 years, who was the executive producer? Who?
Who cares?
Oh no. Hey, I love you too. You my motherfucking you my motherfucker. And you said that who cares real fast. And that's super cool. I'm glad you could talk like that. That's super
Afeni
cool.
was
Shut
forced to
your
have
ass up.
Eminem
But shut
involved.
your ass
She
up.
didn't want to
Nah,
have Eminem involved
nigga, but why?
because that was the way it was gonna have to come out.
You got
Why?
another nigga capping for the white boy.
Oh my God, nigga, I'm capping for hip hop, nigga.
Capping for the
Stop.
white
I'm
I
boy.
like
capping for
Eminem.
hip hop, nigga.
Did
Cisco,
Eminem
man.
make
I like
Tupac
Eminem
music
ain't
better
no
or
hip
Hold
hop.
worse?
I'm finna chill,
Did
I
he
like
make
Carsino.
Eminem.
I
Tupac
don't want to
music
get, I
better or worse?
want to cut again.
I
But
I
like
nigga,
like
I'm
the
Eminem.
capping for
original uncut
higher
Tupac
infinite
better than this
power,
new
healing
Tupac
our
stuff they put
people,
out.
nigga. Hip hop, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Hip hop don't
Fuck
belong
you,
to them
mean
people, dog.
higher
Hip hop don't belong to them people, man.
higher infinite
Cisco.
power,
What
healing our
Eminem is one of
people,
the
nigga.
worst
Hip
So
hop,
what
beatmakers
has
in
nigga.
the
Eminem
Fuck
history of
done?
you
hip hop.
mean,
So what has Eminem done to bring respect to our
nigga,
people?
nigga,
What? No,
nigga.
no,
He
nigga.
brought me
Hold
back.
up, hold
Nigga,
up.
nigga,
What has
nigga.
Eminem done to uplift our people? I wait.
Uplift our people.
What has he done
The
to uplift
black
our
people.
people?
Do you remember that motherfucking bullshit that he did, nigga, in the
What
studio?
Bullshit.
bullshit?
You don't remember? They
What
already
shit?
they already took it off the air and shit. But it
Oh, they
was the
took it
only
off the air. Okay.
man. Stop playing,
Bro, what
What
are
bruh.
has
you
he done
talking
to
about?
uplift
Oh,
our
now y'all know
people?
what I'm talking about.
No,
What
I
has he
don't know
done to
what you
uplift our
talking
people?
about, nigga.
Cause
No,
you
I
What
probably
don't.
never
music?
seen it
What
with
music?
your
I
What
ain't
fuck
never
music
seen
did
it,
he
ass.
make to
nigga.
uplift
Nigga,
our
nigga,
people?
go look it up. Eminem fucking
Exactly.
That shit
freestyle,
Exactly. Let's
probably
go
don't
to
exist
Eminem
then,
Nut
nigga.
nigga.
Rider. We
Eminem when
know.
he went up against Trump, nigga.
It's,
Fuck
We
you
know.
mean?
what? It's too early for
Right.
this, dog. It's too
Right.
early.
Fuck you mean? Go
Hey,
look it up.
You know,
I got a
Go
question. Hey, I got
look
a
it
question.
up. Fuck boy.
you know, it
Tranny.
is 2
Mom
Hey,
in the
Tranny.
morning.
spaghetti,
Hey,
nigga.
Tranny. Nigga, I got a question for you. What did Eminem do for Slaughterhouse?
Thank you.
Mm,
Thank you.
What?
great
What
question.
did he
He
do
was
for
already like
Slaughterhouse?
2 or 3 times
What did he
platinum,
do for
nigga. Fuck
D12?
you mean?
What did he do for D12?
Hey, you know what? I ain't
Facts.
finna like cap and throw
You are
blows for that
You
capping.
nigga.
already
You
Fuck
capping.
you
You
that
already
got
nigga,
capping.
on
man.
You
what
already
you
Fuck
capping.
got
that
on
nigga,
here.
man. Fuck that nigga, nigga. I
Oh,
lived
you
in
been
East
capping the
Detroit,
first
nigga.
time you
I
came in, man.
lived in
Cisco,
East
man.
Detroit. We can all go there,
Cisco,
and
man.
niggas will let you know
Cisco, man.
I been there,
Hey,
nigga.
hey, hey,
Cisco,
I got a
man.
Fuck
question.
Cisco.
out of here.
Cisco.
I
Well,
got a
fuck
question. I
that.
got a
Let's
question
leave
for you.
it
I got a
alone.
question. I got a question
You
for you.
don't
Who
like
do you think is
it?
who do you think is a better rapper? Royce the 5'9" or Eminem?
Eminem, cut it out. Fuck
Oh
you
Lord.
mean?
Bro,
Fuck
who
you
cares
mean?
about either one of them?
Fuck
Dude?
you
Who
mean?
cares about either one
Here
of
we
them?
go
Fuck
with
you
this.
Ain't even all
mean?
that good.
Fuck
Dude.
you mean?
Oh,
Who the
God.
better?
All right, dude, your language is getting way out of
Right,
control.
he cussing
Dude,
way
I
too
seen.
much,
I
dog.
told
He
you
ain't
it's
cussing like
2:15 in the
that.
morning, dog. Come on.
Damn, it's 2:15. Damn, I was supposed to go to the strip club. All right.
Shit.
Oh damn! It's 12:15 over here in the West
Yeah,
Coast.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
me and Cena
15
from
over
Chicago,
here.
so yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
yeah.
hit the strip club. Forget it. I'll just go.
Uh-oh,
It's
Cito
I
was
go.
stupid.
finna go. Cito was finna
Yeah.
go show for life.
But anyway, shit, what the hell was I gonna say about the man? Cisco dude and got me all mad. Good Lord, come on.
Yeah, but that's a valid
You-
question. What did he do for D12 and Slaughterhouse? Their careers weren't never the same when they dealt with him.
What
Nobody
he
gave
did? What he do to Conway and Dog?
right,
Big?
right.
Nothing.
All of
They
them.
Facts.
got big on their own. They
Don't
got
let
big
All
on
of
their
them
own.
me.
trying to get away from Eminem.
Right. They got
I
big
like.
on
I
their own.
I feel like he stole their ideas. He's like, let me get some people that got talent around,
See,
and
here's
let
my
me
thing
like
with Eminem,
absorb that
man.
energy type shit.
And
You know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say?
that's what he did because he wanted to come back. Because everybody, once he dropped that revival album, that doggone album that was god awful, the country Christian album, he making songs with Ed Sheeran. It was like, what the hell? The
I
hell is
didn't
this?
like that song.
Nobody liked that song. And the thing
I
was, is
did.
Ed Sheeran wasn't bad on it. It's
I
like
did. I
Eminem.
did.
Nobody wants you singing
I'm
and
saying
with
I
an
liked it.
acoustic guitar. It's like, what the hell are you doing? That's
Jose
not.
said he liked it.
I liked it.
Basically, Eminem hasn't had any
Yeah.
meaningful
I
rap
was just
lyrics in
gonna say that
like
Eminem
12 to
really has no
15 years.
substance in his music. He really has no substance in his music at all, man. That's
Yeah,
why.
he made that album for you, Jose. That you the only one that like.
Hey, hey. I just like the.
You muted. You muted. You
No,
muted.
Hold on. Yeah, I said I'll give him his first 4 albums. I like, you know what I mean,
I
I like
just
the
like the
encore too.
river.
I didn't like
That's
Encore, man. Like it. I broke that CD in half, dog. I was so mad.
Anytime,
Oh,
Bro,
any,
my favorite
that's
my
when
anytime,
he
favorite
was
Eminem song is
anytime
Highlight.
Eminem did a song with Nate, I was with it, bro. Anytime Eminem did a song with Nate, dog,
yeah,
I loved it
Because
straight
Nate
up.
Dogg.
I think the best Eminem song that he ever wrote was probably Run Rabbit Run.
that
No,
was
Movie
one of
soundtrack.
it wasn't one of the best songs. I mean the beat
no,
and everything. That was
no.
the best one of the best songs he did was 8 Mile Road.
yep.
8 Mile Road was one of the realest songs he ever did because it was exclusively about his life and what he was doing. And when he wrote that, dude, that's why it's like 4 verses to that. And like that song is like his whole life. Man, he spit his heart out on that damn song, 8 Mile
Right.
Road.
See, and that's what I'm saying too. And
Nah,
that's what
that song you talked about though, Cino. I never meant to bring you in my world. He killed that song.
Oh yeah.
That's
See,
my song right
that's
there. He
what
murked
you was
that
saying. See,
song.
when he got something to
I think
rap
he's
about,
gonna
he kill it. But
die,
when
dude.
he usually don't got nothing to rap about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his material, then he was done.
Yeah, that's all that happened. Like most rappers,
Shit, I even say
lose their
y'all heard
material
APMD
and it's over with.
APMD too, right?
But my thing is,
APMD too.
my thing was this.
What about it?
That's
I told y'all
LL.
Buster's a better rapper than him.
Nobody disagree.
Buster better than who? Eminem.
I mean,
Flip a coin.
I'll take Busta Rhymes over Eminem. I like all of Busta Rhymes.
I can't even tell you a Busta Rhyme verse. That's that's my thing about Busta. Busta made good songs, but you ain't
that's
gonna
what I'm
really.
saying.
Man, Cino, stop, Cino. Hey, hold on, Cino. Time out. Anarchy was fire. It ain't safe no more. Fire.
Nah,
Come on now.
you could say a Busta Rhymes verse.
Look,
It's
I can
crazy.
say a verse. I'm the one that started that rah shit.
Yeah, I mean old Buster. I'm talking about. He talking about like new Buster. That's what he talking about. Like that. Anybody want to come in?
You talking about
Yeah, I don't like new Busta.
you talking about
I'll be like, oh
you
God,
talking
I
about
can't
Dreadhead Buster?
understand a word Buster saying.
It-
And
Dreadhead Buster.
but I like the songs. Like when he was flip mode, they had give me some more. Hey,
Flip mode squad is dangerous, so dangerous. We so
Yeah, he
dangerous.
killed that
The whole
song.
entire unit is dangerous. Of course.
everybody do the buzz. Everybody do the buzz. I mean, he made more party tracks.
Right.
So,
You know, put your hands on your eyes to see if you know the land. So what you saying, yo? With my 9 milli, what the deal is?
He was lyrical though. He was lyrical though with the party track.
I mean, well, yeah, but at the same time, bro. I mean, there was no
The
season.
thing is, no Eminem fan can quote
Busta
anything
lyrics,
Eminem ever
dog,
said.
weren't that raw to me, dog.
If you really want to say Eminem's lyrical,
I don't want to say.
Eminem's
I'm not a fan of Eminem. I really don't. I really
I'll
don't.
listen to a song from him,
The thing is, nobody could quote an Eminem verse.
You said nobody can quote an Eminem verse?
Shit.
Nah, that's
Nobody.
wrong.
No, that's wrong. You can quote the Eminem verse.
You can quote a chorus. You can quote a
You
chorus.
can quote the
You can't
syllable,
quote a verse.
the syllable lyrical syllable bull. Yeah, you can quote that shit. But
Man, he
Shit,
came
I
when he
was
said that
even put
song
Big L.
got cancerous. So
Big
when
L is
I
better
did,
than
you
Eminem.
won't want to
Big
answer
L
this
is
if you
better than Eminem.
responded back with a battle rap wrote for cannabis. What?
So y'all didn't like the Eminem show? Y'all didn't like the Eminem show?
Which one was
No,
that?
Eminem show went
Yeah, I
hard.
like the Eminem show.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm
Marshall
saying.
Mathers
That's
LP.
25 years ago. We talking about that's like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
What you talking
Right,
about?
right, right,
after
right.
Eminem show, the show was over with. After that,
Exactly.
Right, right,
the show was done.
He said the
Yeah,
show
no,
Right.
the show was
was
over.
after that.
The show,
right.
that encore was like, we didn't need the encore. The encore was awful. God awful.
Man, it was awful. I tried to
No, it
listen
wasn't,
to
man.
it.
He had 50 Cent and Nate Dogg on there. Like I said, man. That's
Yeah, they had the smoke.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 50 Cent and
Dogg
they
on
the
there.
ones who went hard on the shit.
Yeah.
No, you know the Eminem song that's hard. You know what the Eminem song that's hard is Superman. That song is hard.
Oh,
My
hey, my
Superman.
nigga, thank you for saying that. Thank you for
Don't
saying
get
that.
me, bro.
Real life. Motherfuckers talking about no substance and all this shit. Man, cut that shit out. The one, hey, but the song that made, but hold up. The one that called me was, the one that got me was motherfucking Cleaning Up My Closet and Soldier.
This nigga's a
Flatline.
tranny, bro. This nigga's a tranny, bro. I
Oh,
was talking about
God
Superman.
damn, man. Why you gotta do that shit?
Eminem early.
Fuck you mean?
But
why do you keep bringing up?
I try to keep giving him a chance, but you can't. You cursing every 10 seconds, dog.
Right.
We can't.
That's what I'm saying. Come
Way
on,
too
dog.
much, bro.
You know, we dealt with this. We dealt with Cisco dude in the back chest. You know, come on, man. Come on.
That's Cisco.
That's the Cisco. Yeah. Remember y'all remember you? Yeah.
Cisco.
The Suspect Boys, bro. Oh, you know.
Not with the S, with the C. Not with the S, it's with the C.
Not with the S. Not true ill Cisco. No, not true ill Cisco.
Man, ain't nobody been on Cisco since the 90s. Nigga.
This is what, 92?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, Cisco's he was still paying the bills off that one little song though. When I see him on that, he kept the lights on with one song.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
You talking about the thong song?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, of course.
He was all up in China. He was all up in China for years. He was doing tours all up in China. That's where he met his wife.
Who is playing music? Who is playing music? Turn
Mommy.
Yeah.
Somebody playing music. You gotta
That is mommy.
Somebody turn the music off, man. We live, man.
Hey, come on. You know, don't catch copyright. Don't catch copyright.
That's you. Oh, that's you. I'm thinking like, boy, we hey, man, I ain't trying to
copyright himself.
What's happening here?
Like, oh shit,
He
that's
know
you.
about to copyright himself.
Shit, I ain't trying to copyright it now.
I'm gonna mess my own stuff up.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but like I said, bro, like I would like an MC, like Eminem is not an MC that I would put in my top 5 or 10. Like Eminem is not.
Me neither.
He's
Not even
Red
20.
Man. He's not.
Not
I mean,
even
Black
20.
Thought would murder Eminem, bro. Black Thought would murder Eminem, dude. I'm just saying.
He's not even top 20, but I like the dude. He not even top 30.
He's there. That's what I'm saying.
To keep it real with you. Hey, hold up. To keep it real with you, I don't even think Eminem is better than Royce da 5'9".
I mean, that's debatable. I mean, that's the thing. That's debatable. I think he can make better songs than Royce. I think Royce can't stay on beat.
I think
bar for bar. If they spit bar for bar, I think Royce can get him.
M was killing him on that Bad Meat Evil, dog. Bar for bar.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
My thing is,
we got our opinion.
Yeah, Royce okay. Royce overrated.
Roy's an okay guy, but I mean, you saw Lupe put him in his bag. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He's not even up here, son. It's like this is just me. This is not even real writing, and I'm tearing you apart.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is like me
freaking. You're not even in the same room with me.
This is like me freestyling, dog. Like Lupe just like,
Lupe Fiasco's in a league of his own, man.
Off the dome. Lupe came off the dome on that track.
Yeah,
his ass.
Yeah, bro. Like somebody.
Let's go back to the Pac Shakur Hall of Fame. That was about 4 or 5 years ago when they put Pac in.
Yeah.
Now Pac should have never went before LL. But
still,
Pac was in there, but they had T.I. coming out there performing Tupac's "Keep Your Head."
Right. That was terrible.
Get over that. So they've already been on the outs with me.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, what? Who the hell's controlling this?
Yeah.
I'm like, he has no connection to Tupac at all.
No, them folks.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, looking like, moving like, and he out there dressed up, looking like,
trying to look
like damn. Hey, is anybody in here from the East Coast? Anybody in here from the East Coast?
Nah, I'm SoCal. I'm SoCal over here.
LB usually is in here. LB have North Carolina in New York.
Because I was going through some Instagram comments the other day. They was it was a YG promo or whatever, and they was basically dogging our style out. They was basically dogging us out, saying our music trash and shit. So I just wanted to know,
man, y'all shit 100, nigga.
I just wanted to know how y'all really feel
about
West Coast sound.
Don't tell me we got this tragedy out.
That's what haters do.
What?
Yeah. What
is
you
that
mean?
That tranny?
What?
Is that tranny nigga?
That's my nigga right there.
Nigga?
I know your voice. Hey, what's up, my nigga? Yeah, nigga. You be talking real fast when I talk. Why you be speaking so fluently when I get on this
that's that drunk tranny. That's that drunk tranny right there.
God damn. See what I mean? See what I mean? Y'all some hoe ass niggas, man. I'm giving y'all niggas love and y'all like keep pounding on me for no reason. Pussy boys. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Bro, come on,
fuck out of here. Oh, my bad. Corsino. Don't I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tip out with the cuss word.
Now you the Cisco guy. You the Cisco.
Oh no, he ain't the he the
No.
I'm gonna chill out.
Yes.
I'm gonna chill out.
Yes.
Wasn't you kicking the freestyle that time? And you was drinking Cisco?
Yeah, nigga, all that shit. Nigga,
see, look at him.
I had the Cisco
yes.
With the
kick your boss and shut up.
Cisco mixed with the Thunderbird, nigga.
Yo, I told you this nigga. Yo,
Cisco mixed with Thunderbird. That's just gasoline.
Kick your boss and shut up.
And then I had an 8-ball to the head after that.
You can start your car with that.
I cannot write.
You had an 8-ball.
I had all that shit, nigga, that night. All that shit. Man, hey, look, bro. Hey, look, hold on. Not. Hey, Carsino, what's my man name? White T-shirt. Jose, I love you, Jose. You a cool dude. You fucking awesome, Jose. I'm not talking about you. It's another little squeaky rat running around this bitch.
It's you.
It's
No,
Nigga say your name. Nigga
no,
say names.
nigga.
Nigga say names.
you.
No,
Here.
nigga.
That's
It's
you.
this squeak,
Dude,
running around
we
this
done
bitch.
pulled
If I
dudes like
catch
you
you,
Yo,
all
get
the
this train. Hey,
time,
your
yo,
ass.
bro.
this nigga's a
You
tranny,
ain't
bro.
no
This nigga's a
real
tranny.
dude.
I'm telling you, this nigga's tranny.
Nah, this nigga tranny.
This
For
dude
real,
soft.
nigga.
Hey,
For
bro, we
real.
got it.
You
For
see,
real. For
T was
real.
like, how you mix Cisco with
Fuck
Thunderbird?
out of here,
That's what
nigga.
I'm saying.
And then I had an 8-ball
See, this
after that.
dude.
Then I didn't add no, hold up. It wasn't that part. It was the 8-ball, like the old English I drank after that.
God.
That's what fucked me up.
Oh, God.
The Cisco and the Mad Dog and all that
Hey,
shit, I had that shit mixed.
this dude's
It was
drunk
the
as hell.
8-ball I drank after that had me like, God damn, I'm
What you
fucked
doing,
up. Nigga, I love being fucked up. That's when the
Whoa,
real rap come out, nigga. What the
All
fuck
right,
you
all
mean,
right.
whoa, nigga?
Whoa,
All
Ain't
right,
no
all right, all
stopping.
right, dog.
Ain't no
All right.
nigga, no. Man, ain't
Hey,
no
Cino,
whoa, nigga.
Cino, who you think gonna get injured first on the Lakers this season? Because
Hold
I
up, what
keep
you
telling
saying for the
dudes they
Lakers?
not
What you
gonna
say?
make it. They not gonna make it, bro.
Excuse me? What happened?
Come on, man.
What you just say?
Clippers, boy. Clippers, boy. That's what I
The
said. The Clippers.
Clippers.
You
Yeah,
think they're gonna? I think Kawhi will be back at the end of the year.
Okay.
at
Well,
the
that
end of the
ain't
year,
gonna
you think
mean
so?
nothing.
Yeah, I
I
think he might
agree.
play.
You
Them
don't think
If
the
they make,
injury,
if they
them
make,
the injury they had
if they
was
make
last
playoffs,
year.
real
Fuck
severe?
you mean?
No, I don't
But
think
I
so.
think
No.
I don't even know. I think they'll make the playoffs. I
Yeah.
think they'll probably just won't be as
I
high.
agree.
Yeah,
Salute,
you
Joe.
know what's gonna happen, Carcino.
Salute,
You
Joe.
know. Hey, C-No.
All right.
C-No. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we know what's gonna happen, man. They gonna get
Yeah.
thrown out in the first
Nigga,
round, man.
I
Like
put
last year,
all
man.
that money on the niggas right now and I'd be a
Bro,
millionaire,
okay,
nigga.
chill
Yeah.
out.
Fuck you mean.
Chill out.
You
Chill
got
out.
Fuck you mean.
Oh
Chill
my
out.
goodness.
I mean they gonna
Fuck
get
you
thrown
mean.
out in the first round.
Casino.
Good God Almighty, man. Gee.
Casino.
All right, we gave him his shot.
Casino.
Jose, yeah, what's up?
The fact that he likes me. I'm scared.
Cino, don't do that. Cino, don't do that.
Hey, Milwaukee. The Clippers gonna be all right,
You
bro.
was the guy,
Trust me.
man. He was like, "Who's the guy in the white shirt?" Oh, and he was like, I like him.
Hey, man, that's my nigga, man. Hey, Jose, that's my nigga. Hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's gonna be Jose and Cisco. That's my road
No,
dog.
fuck that.
Then
All I'm
Cisco.
saying is, Jose, be glad that you weren't in that legendary last. Matter of
Man,
fact, no,
Jose should have been there. Jose
should have
would
been
have
there.
been killing
You
it.
should have been there. You should have been
I did spin a freestyle on Sunday, so
Oh yeah, he did spit a freestyle Sunday. We went in on Sunday. We was
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
We was wilding out.
it wasn't that good. But it was better than Eminem.
Nah, that Joe was fire. Jose was
better
up
than
here spitting bars.
Yeah, man.
It was better than
Jose,
Eminem.
Jose is the Sherlock Holmes of the bunch. You know what I'm saying? If you
Right, you gotta let me know when you're on the
You know what I mean?
Nick,
HD.
Nick Petty.
I'm sorry.
Petty as hell, yo. Chill out, Nick.
Let me chill out.
Chill out, man. You chill out, man.
Hey, spit your game, talk your shit.
No, you don't know what we're talking about. It's cool.
No, DC, I'm not spitting nothing.
Yeah, and that
I'm not in the mood, bro. Like,
Play a game.
Nick already know why I ain't in the mood.
I already know.
I already know.
Straight.
Already know.
Doesn't know.
So we good over here.
All that's
Doesn't know.
Hey Nick,
Yeah, what's up?
all I gotta say, I got stalkers, bro. That's all I gotta tell you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You're clear, dog. I know.
Got them stalkers.
Yeah.
You famous now, man. Got them braids. That's all he needed.
That's why I said, Cino. I said I should have listened to Uncle Frank.
That's all I gotta say is back.
That's all I gotta say. I should have listened to them three right there. They told me, they said, you getting big. I'm like, man, I ain't getting big until I've experienced what I experienced. I'm like, damn, I'm there, dog.
Yeah, man, moving on up, dog, to the east side, bro. You at the east side now, man.
Yeah.
Hey, D,
What's up, Jose?
I got some more stuff.
HD diss track coming 22.
That should be hard, man.
Man, T, hell nah, T, hold up.
I got some more stuff for you.
He said that boy was drinking J. Darby.
I'll tell you later.
Hey, Darby.
I'll tell you later.
Hey, hold up. Hey, hold up. Any of y'all still sip the Hood Classics NJ?
The what?
You said the what?
Y'all ever sip y'all still sip the Hood Classic NJ?
Never.
Oh, E&J?
No.
Man, I ain't had
Never.
Irk Jerk since
I
I was
never
in my
heard it.
20s, boy. I can't drink that now. I'm too old for that.
I'm only
I gotta
28.
wake up
I
for
don't
work.
know that shit.
I gotta wake up for work, boy. Like back in the day, though, I drunk that and that Paul Masson. I was good to go after the club.
Oh
I
yeah,
was going to
Paul.
work.
Boy.
That Paul and
I
not getting
had Paul once time, really. Man, that was all my cousins drank. I need that Paul. I'm like, dude, they don't sell Paul everywhere. I had to go on the south side to get Paul. I'm like, dude, we out here in the bird. They don't have Paul like this. They got like real.
Man, that Paul Masson, boy, had you all messed up, boy. You'll be good at night though. You with a chick.
Yeah, you be sweating and it's 50 degrees outside, sweating. You getting hypothermia.
Doing the buggy and everything,
Oh,
but boy, you got to go to work, boy. You gonna be on hurt.
That show will have you acting like Tyrone Biggums.
Yeah. Scratch it. Just scratch it for no reason. Like, damn, that's some good Paul. Damn.
Man, that was crazy. We used to use my boy's crib, taking these broads out on the town, drinking down. We downtown doing everything. We got a whole bag full of liquor, everything. We on the streets on the south side. Going to get a thing of Paul just to take the hoes back. I'm like, I saw them pictures one too long ago. I was like, oh my God. I'm holding a bag full of liquor. We walking through the park. The cops about to stop us and everything. All right. And we got these hoes. I'm like, dog, let's get off the streets and get to the cop. What the hell? We at Stony Sub on 74th and Stony. We over there, Stony Sub, 24 hours submarine sandwich spot. It'd be people in there ordering stuff, the craziest stuff. Them Arabians, them Arabs be right there. What do you want, man? What do you want? I'd be like, dude, give me 6 steak king subs. I need hot sauce. Then they let them go through all of that. As soon as they get through, then they be like, oh, wait a minute. I just need. That's right. You need one Italian sub, but they go. They had that order right. You be yeah. That's right. That's what I want. Yup, with the special sauce. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
Speaking of,
all right. Cool. You only built me for the one. You only built you for the one. We know you're crazy.
they see though. Speaking of that, man, you still cool with Tori Lavelle?
Man, I haven't seen Tori Lavelle since 2017.
Oh wow!
And that was the thing is I hadn't seen them really in a while since then. But then, since once you on YouTube, hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
That was Hot Tails. Hey, come on, man. Then they was, hey, you know what? We think we should be getting a check. I want like $2,000.
Do that, bro. Like, I hate when people do that, man.
Yeah, I'm like, well, Tori Lavelle, I really don't need y'all stories at all. But
right.
You know what? Go ahead and get y'all on channel and did it. I think they lasted probably a week or two. They made 2 videos, one a week, and then they stopped.
People don't understand, dog. This is work, bro. It's like it's work. It's just kids. Some days you don't even feel like it. Now that they let me go live on the phone, boy, I'm going live every 2 seconds. Like, hold up, I gotta drop something. I had something on my chest that just happened. It's work, bro. You can't take a day or two off, man. At all.
Yeah, that's
I
what
feel
I'm
it.
I be waiting for
I
Cino
respect
to
that.
drop.
I respect that.
I be waiting for Cino.
I was
Hey,
waiting
on
for Cino to rock.
quarantine.
I was waiting for Cino to drop that link. That's what's up.
Hey,
Respect
on
to you, bro.
quarantine, I think on quarantine, I watched like 50 hood stories. I watched all the truth behind beats. I think, man,
Yeah.
I seen it all,
Yeah.
man. Cino.
Yeah,
I
we done
forgot to
seen.
like most of them, but I seen it all, bro.
Yeah,
I seen it. I seen them all, bro. Just sitting here
yeah, we
quarantined
went
up.
through
I ain't
some.
going
We
nowhere but
went
to
through
do
You
some
didn't
quarantine.
see it all if you're not on
things.
the Patreon.
I mean,
Oh yeah, the Patreon is
that
crazy.
too. Yeah, that too.
Oh,
That too.
I
So I
paid
already
for it in a
know. I
couple
already
months,
know
but I'll be
Carsino.
back.
I already know. Cino's Patreon be popping. He be
Yeah,
letting off.
dude.
Hey, that OJ
Yeah.
story on the Patreon. Hey, that OJ
And
story, man. That blew my mind.
everybody really gonna get a treat on the Patreon. So
Ooh. Hey, Loki, Carsino taught me the signs to look for, like on the Roxy and shit like that. Well, it's a different conversation. What I'm trying to say, but he let me know what to look for when it comes to little kids and shit like that. Don't do that.
Hey, Cino, you dropped that video on the Patreon about the how to get your credit right and stuff.
yeah,
You dropped that one? All right, I'm gonna check that one out.
yeah, I definitely did that.
Yeah.
This dude is
Cino got knowledge. I respect him.
hilarious.
He got knowledge. I respect him. Hella.
This dude is hilarious.
Oh, they got
Hey,
a
now that OJ story really blew my mind though.
Private chat, Nick.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
and this
Clown, bro.
they got a movie on Netflix. I'm very glad it's on here. It's from 2010, and I'm looking at the cast. I forgot people was even in this movie. That's in this movie, but it is hilarious. Samuel Jackson was in it, and that's the only reason I watched it. I said, "Sam in a movie,"
What
and
movie?
it's called Unthinkable.
Oh, I gotta
One
watch it.
of
'Cause
my
Sam,
favorite.
I know
He's
he's
an
cold.
interrogator.
Oh
Samuel L.
Lord.
Jackson is interrogating for the FBI.
Oh damn.
That's
Oh
all I
Lord.
needed to hear.
Hey, Cino.
You gonna
Hey,
tell
Cino.
the truth tonight, mother
Hey, Cino.
Oh, it got
Hey,
worse
Cino.
than that.
Hey, Cino. Imagine that nigga from Django interrogating somebody. He was like, "Hey, that nigga right here, get him off that horse."
Oh,
Type shit.
I don't even think Sam was asking the question. They had the white girl, the girl that played Trinity from the Matrix.
Oh,
She's
she
in there, right? And they got the guy in custody. And man, oh man, they bring in Sam because he's the best at getting this interrogation thing done. He just go to work on the dude. Like the government got all rights because this dude got a bomb in LA down there. Like he set a bunch of bombs. They didn't know where they at. And he ain't talking. He doing the I'll never break. Sam like, oh, I'll break. So,
I got a question.
he doing the
I got a
work.
question.
This
Hold
dude,
on, hold
he
on.
got drills, like he got
Hey,
like use whatever you need. And then she in there, do you think this is necessary? I don't think we should give up on communication. Sam in there pulling his doggone fingernails off. Man,
I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about the movie Collateral with Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx,
Oh
and
yeah, Michael Mann
Jada
film.
Pinkett?
Yeah, it was straight. I mean, it was good. I like the Tom Cruise how he was. It was all right. I mean, it's not to me. It's not none that like everybody was blowing it up to be bigger than what it was, but it was okay.
Right. It was decent. It wasn't all
Yeah,
that.
watchable.
I like a movie on Netflix.
It was what it was.
Uh-oh. They got Sam already for the game. They got this other guy here, this counter-terrorist. Oh, yeah, we going to have to stop this live. We're going to have to stop broadcasting and going to the Bat channel for this.
Let's go.
Here we go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's say ready, man.